Yo, what's going down, man? You know, we checking back in with ANG TV. This is the pre-post show. So, right now we're just chilling in the ANG private studio, man. But we're going to be renting out a whole new facility to be shooting this show in. So, we're sitting with the co-host. Go ahead and let them know what's going down. You already know what this is. Anyway.
It's Tall Tez, man, back in the flesh, you know what I'm saying? New year, new energy, you know what I'm saying? And we're coming back at you, man. We've been getting a lot of questions about where we've been and things like that, so we had to go take care of a little bit of business, but we back at you now, bigger and better. You did.
Yes. So this is the Post Talk Show. This is the pre-Post Talk Show. So, we just gonna let y'all know what kind of flavors we bringing in. For real, man, we gonna be diving into some deep topics, man. But and it might get a little ugly, it's gonna be the good, the bad, and the ugly. So a few things that we just want to talk about, things that brothers be sitting back and talking to their homies about, or, even females even talk to their girls about. But, we just want to really get into some real topics, man, not just current events and stuff like that. Even though we probably talk about that, too.
We definitely going to throw in current events.
Definitely throw in that, too.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to have a little bit of the old seasoning, but it's just going to be on the new dish, you feel me?
Yes. So, a couple of the topics that we wanted to go over, like, one of the things that we was talking about is, do people get married because it's something that society requires? Like, do you feel like you have to get married? Or could you be with somebody for, let's say, like 10 years and it don't even matter, So, what's your perspective on that, Tez?
I think it boils down to the individual to the individuals that are involved in the relationship because, some people might move better without being married and some people it might be better for them to get married. I hear a lot of success stories in regards to like marriage and, things like that. But to be honest, I've seen maybe out of all of the people that I know and like their parents and things that were married, I've probably seen maybe about 4 or 5 of them last. But at the same time, I know a lot of people that, everybody got an auntie and an uncle that they've been together forever and you ain't even know it. You might have heard that they weren't married and it might have been a surprise to you. Right, but it seems like those types of situations last longer than a marriage from what I've seen personally from people that I've been around. But it's really all about the individuals that are involved,
Yeah, I would say, I'll definitely feel you on that because it's like, for instance, me being married and you not being married from 2 different perspectives. Like me and my lady, we was together for 8-9 years before I even decided I wanted to be married to her. And throughout that whole 8-9 years, she ain't never even asked me about marriage at all. Like, not one time, period. It just came up and I'm like, you know what? I might as well just do that, just do it. And I've been happy about the decision ever since. But it's like, I really want the ladies to understand from a man's perspective, an engagement is not. I don't know how to say this, but I'm gonna say it like this: it might take a long time for you to get that situation, that engagement, that marriage, or whatever, that ring that you're looking for. But if you just sit back and just play your role and do your thing the way you supposed to and not even worry about that situation, it might just fall into your lap. I'm going to say that.
Yeah, and I also feel like women put the most emphasis on marriage, and I feel like that they have a vision of themselves being married by a certain age as opposed to meeting the right person and building things, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I feel like they have it in their dream or like it's like implanted on them as a young woman, even from down like to the Disney movies and stuff.
Right.
All the Disney movies is basically about a girl trying to chase a nigga for real, some type of dude or something. If you think about it,
in to save the day.
Yeah, Little Mermaid, you know what I'm saying, Princess,
Aladdin.
whatever. You feel me? They always need a man to validate them. Yeah, you feel what I'm saying?
Not Jumanji, but Jungle. No, what was that one? Tarzan. My bad. Tarzan.
All of them, really. You know what I'm saying? But as a man, we think of it more logical, like in a business sense, because that's really what it is. If you think about it, a marriage is a business. You feel me? Because I don't have to give you a ring or have a piece of paper to prove my loyalty to you or show that I'm committed to you or that I only want to be with you. The real marriage is about my actions,
Right.
as opposed to the ceremony and
the pageantry. I feel like a lot of women get caught up in the pageantry of the marriage instead of like what the man is like, man. And you had touched on this before.
We want to be
on the
financially
kickback. Yeah,
stable,
exactly.
be able to take care of the family with no hesitation or whatnot. But a lot of people might not be in that particular situation right now or whatever, but it is what it is. It's a business. You got to provide for the family. And if you're not, then that causes trouble. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely does.
And I don't feel like nobody wants to get married just to get a divorce. You know what I mean? So,
especially not to get married and to get a divorce over something financial.
Yeah, straight up. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Because you see that a lot. I mean, you see it a lot.
And you know, as relationships progress, oddly enough, ironically, it's kind of like the people in it switch up. You know what I'm saying? As a relationship progress, because like if you in the beginning of a relationship, I feel like people are more honest and open in the beginning of a relationship than they are once you reach that status of like, all right, I don't want to tell you this because I don't want to hurt your feelings or make you feel a certain way or make you upset, whatever the case may be. But that's weird, low key. You know what I'm saying? But it makes sense because you're more invested into that person and you care about their emotions and how they feel. But it's just ill, man. But speaking of that though, when it comes to relationships and being with somebody and building a family, when it comes to your individual happiness in life and your goals and you wanting to do whatever, should you place yourself first or your family first? In regards to like having a dream, like I got a friend, he wants to make music, but he feels like he has to leave Columbus, Ohio in order to pursue it and have a better chance at what he wants to do in order to live his dream. But his wife or his family or whatever, they might not be able to move or they might not want to move, but they don't have the same dreams. Like they, you know, women low key.
That's a good question, man.
I feel like women low key feel more comfortable with security and men are more willing to put it all on the line and bet on themselves. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Now, and that's a good question because it's like you want to do your thing and because you got a vision and you can see your vision. I say this, put yourself first over your family before everybody. I know I heard the gap. I'm not hear the gaps in the comments, and I hear I hear everybody talking. But before, let me explain. The reason I say put yourself first before everything is because your well-being is important. If you're putting yourself first, you got your health taken care of, your emotions taken care of. If everything is taken care of inside of you, then you can project that energy out to everybody around you.
Okay.
That's why I say that. So if you making sure that everything is good with you, it's easier for you to help out other people. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say take care. It's do you first, and then everybody else around you will feel that positive energy. So it's not even about being selfish. It's about, you know, taking your energy and giving it, you can, you know what I'm saying, being motivational or anything. You know what I'm saying? Financially, let's just say this, right? If you ain't taking care of yourself financially, if you out here broke or whatever, how you gonna even help anybody out?
He said, I can't help the poor if I'm one of them, so I got rich and gave back to me. That's the win-win. But I feel that though, because if you get yourself in a certain position, it's not going to do nothing but affect the people that are directly around you. But those are the sacrifices that I feel that the elite make. You feel me? Sometimes it could be considered selfish, but it's just like Jay said, man, you gotta do what you gotta do in order to try to help everybody else around you and better their situations. You know what I mean? It's like
if you in your best form, in your best tip-top shape, and you was like, yo, I'm gonna make sure I take care of me, it'll be so much easier to take care of the people around you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even just like back in the days when you was working out, right? Mm-hmm. I wasn't even on being healthy or none of that, bro. Your energy.
Saw the results.
Yeah, I'm looking at you, I'm like, man, Tez really doing his thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Energetic, looking good, all that. I'm like, so yeah, I want to do that too.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, if it wasn't for you, like, you know, I'm gonna take care of myself. That just, bro, that brought me into wanting to do it too. Like, oh yeah.
But
what you doing? I want to do with that. I'm trying to get down with that.
But what about the actual relationship itself, though? Like, if you in a situation, all right, you and your wife, you know what I'm saying? Say you get an opportunity to go to California and they say, hey, we want you to shoot commercials for Allstate. We'll give you X amount of dollars. You get $1 million to do, work for them for not even $1 million. Let's be more realistic. Like, say, I don't know, a good amount. Say you get 100,000 a year.
Say, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you getting 80 here. You know what I'm saying? Or 75
75,
here. You feel me? So. But it's like, babe, we go to da-da-da. You feel me? I get a little bit more money and da-da-da. We can afford a better life. But she like, nah, I want to stay close to my family. I don't want to leave my mom, blah, blah, blah. But it actually becomes an issue.
Now that right there, that's crazy. Now that'd be a serious issue. See, for me, I mean, if I told my lady, I'm like, yeah, we going wherever she'd be down for it. But like for brothers that's in a situation to where it's a clash of those kind of things, man, you just really gotta sit her down and be like, you know, this opportunity, this is where it's at for our family. You know what I'm saying? Now the me is the family. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look out for your situation. If that's a better situation to go out there and make more money, have a better lifestyle, then she got to understand that, man. Like,
well, what if she don't though? That's like the thing. A lot of people run into that, and then you see the reason I say you should put yourself first is because say you want to live your life and you want to go chase your dreams, you want to own a business, but you know that the business opportunity would be better someplace else, and your people don't want to leave. They stern on staying here.
Yeah, stuck in
and it's like, well, if you feel like that, you know what I'm saying? Well, whatever. And you don't want to. Nobody wants to lose their family or whatever, or be away from their family. But like, the reason I say you should put yourself first is because if you don't do what is going to make you happy, you're going to be miserable, and that might come between the family anyway.
There you go, right there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you might start mistreating your woman because it's like, damn, I don't even want to go to the house. Like, I don't want to go home because I want to be in the studio, or I want to be creative. I want to whatever, and I don't have that opportunity because when I can't really chase the dream like I'm supposed to.
So even any little argument you'll start thinking it like, man, I could have been this, or I could have been doing that, or I could have been out. Little things that just turn into huge things, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like the communication is the most important thing in a relationship, man. That's why it's important early to communicate about all those kind of things early on. So that way when it gets to a point where you at that crossroad, like, ooh, success or mediocrity, I mean, I'm taking success all day.
Yeah.
I'm taking success. I'm going to the path of success all day. I'm not taking mediocrity.
Yeah, you got to communicate, especially early. But when you meet somebody, though, like, do you need to get to know them? And I know that the answer, like the cliche answer, is yes. But I mean, it's 2020. You feel me? So like, people doing what they do. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, do you think that it's important to get in a relationship with somebody that you vibe with without having sex first? Or should you see what the sex is like and then check all the other stuff? Yeah, you feel what I'm saying? Like, because look, you know, the reason I say this is because the first thing that you see about somebody is their physical. It's a physical attraction. It's natural. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, all right, I like that, I like that, I like that. But the physical attraction is basically what makes you decide to try to get to know that person. You know what I mean? So what if you get to know the person and they cool, you vibing with them and they all that, like you connect, but the sex is trash? Or what if the sex is bomb? A lot of people get into this situation where the sex is bomb, but they don't really they don't really connect like that. It's just like
that's that little lituation right there.
Yeah, you feel me?
That's that lituation.
But it's like how which one should you approach first? Because like really, if you vibing with somebody and then they can't please you sexually or you're not sexually attracted to them or whatever, they really just a friend. You know what I'm saying? Right. But you can't be in a relationship with just a friend. You gotta have that sexual part too. You know what I mean? So it's like, damn, like which situation would you rather be?
I would say this: a lituation is definitely an unhealthy relationship for real. Like that's definitely that's. But to each his own, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying like that whole dynamic is kind of like, you know. But if that's your life, I ain't saying that. You know, live your life. I'm just saying, but I would say this with the whole topic of sex. All right, if I was with a woman that couldn't please me, I would just have to, if we was together, I loved her, man, I would just have to teach her everything she needs to know, you know what I'm saying?
That's a good
And I would just put it to you like that, because at least if we in a good place emotionally and, you know what I'm saying, communicating the right way, then yeah, we can work on other things, but if it's a bad situation as far as the communication goes in a relationship, but it's bomb sex, I mean, it's like, damn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It turns into only one thing.
Yeah.
You feel me? And then it's basically your side piece at that point.
Right.
It's like a friend or a side piece.
Right, best friend.
Straight up.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man, I would say that. But, so even with that though, right?
Yeah.
So going off of just being in relationships, like, how long does love last? It's like, you know, you meet somebody, let's say you did have, you know, a good connection and the intimacy level was, you know what I'm saying, on a high level.
And then it cracked.
But after a while, you know what I'm saying, what if it goes south? You know, does love actually last forever? You know, like they say.
Do you stay in that situation because of like the loyalty and the time that y'all spent together, or like, because I feel like that's when a lot of people start cheating and stuff too though. Like, you know what I'm saying, when it's not as spicy as it was, or y'all not vibing the same way, because I mean, it's only so much that you could talk to people about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? After a while, you already know how that person's day went, and it's just like, you feel me? You could,
right.
But I feel like a lot of people stay. I feel like the comfort of a situation might last longer than the love in regards to being in love. You could love somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like I love a lot of my friends, you feel me? Like, but I ain't in a relationship with them, you know what I'm saying? Where like, it's a different type of love as opposed to me being in a relationship with somebody. But that's part of the reason why you got to try to keep things spicy, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep things new. But
well, speaking about spicy, right?
Yeah.
One thing I've been noticing is, like, just in the you know, social media era, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like women being like over sexualizing themselves at this point.
Yeah, you do on the Instagram.
Because it was like men being the ones that was like, oh, you know, but now it's like women are the ones that over-sexualize themselves. It's like I don't ask to see the twerk video when I'm scrolling through Instagram, but it's there though. I mean, okay, all right, I'm gonna look at it, whatever, I'm gonna scroll past.
Yeah.
But I didn't ask for it, you know what I'm saying? None of everybody else asked for it.
That's one of them double standards though. You feel me? Like men and women have double standards, right? So it's like, all right, man, we might get paid a couple dollars more per hour for performing the same job as a woman. But, you know what I'm saying? I'll put it like this. I remember Patrice O'Neal, R.I.P. Patrice O'Neal, he said that he was he had a homegirl, right? He was saying it's the double standard for men and women too. But he said he had a homegirl that just wanted to get something from him. Like they've been friends for like 5-6 years. So he said that the way that she went about presenting it, he's sitting on the couch watching TV. She comes downstairs in just a t-shirt goes to the TV or whatever, bends over, you could just see her goods. You feel me?
All right.
And he like, now, a woman can do that. He said, if I wanted to do that to her, and she was sitting on the fucking chair, and I come downstairs in just a t-shirt and bend over, she see my nigga balls and shit. He was like, she gonna press charges. Like what the fuck? But, you feel me? We get $1 more. You know what I'm saying? $2, $3 more for the same job. But like, hey, if the roles was reversed and they was equal on that type of stuff, do you think that they would be providing for us? Like,
like
you think that they should provide for us?
Because I know more. Would they like? Yeah, I mean, there's situations like that that's going on right now. But I mean, look, this is the thing. Everybody, I'm not in a situation like that. You know, I'll do my thing. But I'm not mad at, let's say, a guy that's with a chick and she happens to be making some bread. Like, what if a dude is like with a lawyer, and he ain't know that. He just thought she was cute or something. They met and she was vibing with him, and he just like some call center dude, and you know what I'm saying, and then they hit it off or whatever. You can't be mad at the call center, man.
Yeah. But should the chick provide for, like, should she take care of him?
But if she was to take care of him, like, you know, now he pulling up in something and, you know, got a little drip now, like, I can't be mad at that.
Yeah, you can't be mad at that. You feel
know
me?
what I'm saying?
But like, society will tell you that's not, he ain't no man, he a little boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he a man child.
Or like some pimping or whatever you want to call it. Like, it's always like some kind of negative connotation that goes.
So it's like we always supposed to take care of the woman no matter how much money we making and she making. Yeah. Like, I ain't in that situation. We blessed to be in our situations, you feel me?
Well, it should be always a give or take. Like, we're gonna meet it here. If I got some bread and I got some extra bread, of course, boom. When she got some extra bread and she, you know what I'm saying, it's like that, boom. You know what I'm saying?
If your woman taking care of you and you ain't doing nothing for her or whatever, you a bum. You feel me? Like, you're a bum. But, you know, certain situations be different. Sometimes, you know, you might have, you know, whatever. But you got to bring something to the table regardless.
Yeah, you got to bring
in any situation. Business relationships, friendships, you know, whatever, bro. You got to bring something to the table. You got to make the other person grow and be better in some type of way. And if that's the case, then, you know, you're going to have an unlimited network.
And real quick, before we get out of there, I like that what you just said. Now, that's important to this next topic. Before we get out of here, is do you think a woman can accept a man for who he is completely? Like, the raw man, like...
No holds bars.
No holds bars.
With a couple shots of things. You talking to your homie type vibe. Yeah. No, I don't think that they can. Nah, it depends. I feel like depends on the relationship. Like, if y'all friends, then they probably could. But if you in a relationship, no. I don't think that you could be completely transparent with your woman.
I don't think so, because
they're gonna start questioning themselves and doing all types of. A woman's mind is crazy. Like,
man, we be on some wild stuff, but it's not even like that wild. It's more just silly for real. Like, it's really just silliness, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
If women could look into a man's mind, y'all would probably be like, man, what the fuck is wrong with these niggas? And we don't even act on a lot of the things that we be thinking about sometimes, but
at all.
It'd be like,
it'd just be funny though.
Why is he thinking this? Why is this on your mind?
I would say that movie, What Man Want, that ain't that realistic, man.
Nah,
it's way worse.
It's entertaining.
It's entertaining, bro.
But it is bad.
But look, man, we about to check up out of here, man. This was the pre-part show, man. We about to be having a new facility. We renting the joint out, man. It's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be crazy.
Co-host Tall Tez, co-host All Natural, man.
You can find us on Instagram,
YouTube, All Natural Gang, everything.
Where is YouTube gonna be at? Tell them where to find
YouTube, All Natural Gang. You already know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Till next time.
We about to sign out, man. So be on the lookout for the Pulse Talk Show. We're gonna be bringing on some guests that you know what I'm saying? So
niggas you know and niggas you don't.
Niggas you don't. Everybody gonna be on this thing, man. So check back in with us. It's Angie TV, and we out.